All right, we just unloaded our first round of mums for the fall season. Some call it the third season of planting. We've got a lot of different sizes. These bad boys right here are the tricolor. Don't know what all three colors they are. They vary from plant to plant, but that's really cool. More mums, and then some other plants. A lot of the questions we get asked about are shade. What can I put in shade? What can I put in shade? So let's go talk to Mom on the top things that we have that would make a good shade basket. All right, Rowan and I came over here to see Nene and what she's working on with these shade-loving plants. So this is my mom, partner here at me and McGee Market, and family-owned thing. This is the fourth generation. Granny's probably baking or getting ready to bake. So Mom, what are you working on?
So I have started to do perennials in the hanging baskets, so we could get away from the year to year of just your annuals and so forth. So my three favorite shade-loving plants are the corbels, ferns, the hostas, loving the trailing fig plants. This is just the way to go. I had started doing this last year and the hanging plants came back beautiful. I didn't have to repot them. I just fertilized them really well. This is one that I did in the spring and it has ferns. It has the corbel. This is called a kangaroo fern and I love the different texture that it has. And then on the back side had done a purplish color corbel. So everybody really seems to like this. And the great thing that you can do with these, so this is probably good for another year, is that when stuff starts getting root bound or your basket starts wearing out, then take your hook off, separate your plants and plant them. You still haven't lost your plants like we do with the annuals. But the corbels come in all different colors. A lot of them will have a real pretty underneath color, but I was working on these white baskets and we had gotten in these trailing fig variegated. So I was just trying to incorporate and mess around with that. So I'm loving that with the corbel. And I'm even going to start doing some hosta hanging baskets with some of the shorter hostas. And again, 1 to 2 years in your hanging basket. When it gets root bound or your basket liner gives out, then plant them in the yard. You're not out any money.
I think we really like the corbels out here. It's a shade-loving plant, part shade, and they bloom, and hummingbirds are all over it for a shade plant. So that's pretty unique with it.
And we've got these moss baskets, and I love these. Way so much more over the cocoa fiber. And these you seem to get 1 or 2 to 3 years out of these. But they're beautiful. Like I said, even with this fern, and it's just natural. It
blends in really good.
It blends in very well. So this is going to be my first hosta hanging basket because we had just got a big load of our first fall plants, and hostas sell and very well in the fall because that's your prime planting season basically. So I had picked this hosta. It's called a stained glass hosta, and you can use any type of potting mix. I bring the potting mix up to the side, and then I kind of like to hang them to the side. Make sure your roots get covered. This is a hosta called So Sweet, and the little leaves are so sweet. I see why they named it that. But I've got 2 of these to put in here. But see, you can already have the different colors and the different shaped leaves and the different sizes. This hosta is called Diana Remembered, and it's a sweet little hosta too. And I think after I've gotten them out of their pots that we can do one in the middle. So I'm going to do another So Sweet hosta on this side. We could pop in here with the fern because this fern's going to get taller than the hostas, and then it'll kind of go through And so we just kind of get it packed in there good. The colors, you get different colors and variations. Water it really well. I like these moss baskets too because you can set these in a bucket or a pan and water from the top and just let it absorb all of that it wants to absorb. So the neat thing with these too is I have sat it on this terracotta pot, so it's given me more of a sturdy workplace for it instead of it rolling. But I've sat them in the garden like this, so it has its own little stage, or we've got hangers that we can put on it as well, and you can hang it. So it's very versatile. Just use your imagination, but there's nothing to say that we can't do perennials in the hanging baskets. Well, it looks like Rowan didn't make it through our demonstration, so we'll go find Logan so we can wrap up.
One of the things about having a family business and having your kids out here is they are a part of it for the good and bad. So Rowan got to go back inside and get a bottle. But we love the plants. The plants are a huge part of what we do out here at the market, and Mom is absolutely the lady behind it. She does an amazing job. Very proud of my mama. And I hope y'all enjoyed the shade-loving aspect of the plants and the fall season. We're getting excited. It's currently like 80 degrees in August, so fall, it just feels like it's there. It feels like it's coming. But, thanks everybody.